just around the corner. One more turn, Talladega. The booming, the zooming, the tires burn. Talladega, 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 Talladega. The racers, they're lining up now. Let's get it on, Talladega. The bashing, the crashing, keep your foot down. Talladega, 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 Talladega. Talladega, 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 Talladega.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about
are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance. Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Hello and welcome everyone. We are here tonight at Talladega Superspeedway for round 21 of the Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series tonight in SSRL. I have my friend up here into the booth, Wesley Fuge. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good today. Gage. It's going to be interesting. It's a very short race here.
Yeah, it is. It's only about a 60-lap race. It's only 10 laps longer than I think the C Open race, so really not too long. So I don't know if we can take a look at what the race details are for the race and seeing how, let's take a look at race details. So 60 laps is the race length. You mentioned the short length. So really, we only need to do one pit stop tonight. 6 sets of tires. That's an absorbent amount of tire sets tonight, to be honest. Considering this track, you could probably run an entire set to the end.
Yeah, I was about to say 6 sets of tires. You really, whenever you make that pit stop, all you're going to be pitting for is fuel, and you're going to hope to be with as many drivers together whenever you pit.
If you need tires, your truck has bigger issues because your truck is not good, probably. But nonetheless, really short race tonight. We mentioned that. 0.66 miles. Super Speedway at Talladega always puts on a show with the pack racing. And Wesley, I think we had the Daytona racing has been amazing in this league. The pack racing in general has been amazing. And I think we're in for a great night of pack racing here. And I think we're going to be treated to a show tonight. We want to look at the point standings. Shane, this is the Master Series. Okay. I was like, I don't remember that name. Well, take us. We'll get. No problem. So we're actually going to take a look at our race details tonight, Wesley. Or not race details. Keys to the race. Keys to the race. So fuel and pit strategy. We just mentioned it, Wesley, about the tire sets. You won't really need tires really the whole race unless your truck's not good taking pushes or giving pushes. It's really the only time I would see you taking tires and when to make that pit stop. If we do have green flag stops tonight, which I don't think we will, but if we do have a stop tonight, going on with your friends is vital to this race tonight, Wesley.
Well, you just said if we have green flag stops and you don't think we will, that leads us to key number 2, surviving the big one. The big one, it's always talked about with Daytona and Talladega. It's where half the field gets taken out each and every time, and it always likes to bring us a show whenever it happens. Typically, the lead car is safe unless it starts right up there in the first row. And this is also where you kind of see two different types of mentalities, either race to be up to the front or drop and have a second group further back. And I mean, we're talking about half the field being piled up in the last several races here at this track.
Yeah, that out, and that brings us into the third point, manufacturing the draft and timing the move. So that's where you just pointed out on. There's going to be two different strategies, right? You can lay back or you can be up front and you can kind of control this thing. I personally always like to be up front and kind of have my fate in my own hands instead of maybe dodging the wrecks to the back. But I mean, timing the move and timing your charge to the front, your pace, who you have friends with, who you work with, that's all so vital here at Talladega and all the plate tracks, but really big here in Daytona more than Atlanta. Just kind of the nature of the racetrack, and it's a lot faster and wider. But yeah, this is going to be an action-packed race, and those are the keys to tonight's race here in the Appalachian Chillbilly Truck Series. And I think
I loved what you said as well before we move on to picks. Talking about finding who you work well with and teammates and friends, because that's what matters here at Talladega and Daytona, knowing who you got around you and how much you can trust them.
And sometimes, Wesley, it's not even your teammates or your friends. It's someone you don't like, or it's just someone that's fast. And that's what you should really do. Push a fast car. If your teammates aren't handling all that well, they'll be up there later in the race. Let them fix their trucks a little bit. Prove that you're a good car pushing and taking pushes, so other cars that are fast will go with you instead of other cars. That's a big thing too. Find your friends, but also find some enemies that might help you out later in the race as well. But you're right. Let's go ahead and get to our race picks for tonight's race at Talladega Superspeedway. And first and foremost, Wesley, I think I'm going to have to go with my man, Dakota Ramsell. He's going to get it done tonight at the high banks of Talladega Superspeedway. Look out for that 03 car.
Well, you went with Dakota, and I mean, he's been great around all season. I'm going to go with the 99 Andrew Nagy. I mean, I took a little bit of a book out of the SMRBRR pool of my friends and teammates that I race with on other days, and I'm going to say that 99 parks in victory lane.
That's a good drafter right there on Andrew Nagy. And Toby, who do you got for tonight?
Good evening, gentlemen. I know last week I was looking for a new pair of shoes and I went with the Dodge, but the new pair of shoes didn't fit well, so I pulled the old ones back out of the cupboard and gone with my league favourite of Daniel Dow, Toyota man. I don't know why his paint's not working. Bugger me. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. But yeah, Daniel Dow, over to you guys.
Yeah, Daniel Dow has been really fast at the super speedways. Remember Daytona, he was fast before the weird glitch thing into turn 3 in the fall, right? He's just been really good all around this season. But the plate tracks, Wesley, that 2 truck has shown a lot of speed tonight. But I mean, this is the great equalizer, right? Guys that might not be maybe as good or don't have as good luck, right? This is the night where you can really change a season. And talking about the top of the points, that's something where it can really go all over the place.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's going to be fun and interesting. And then also on top of it, we've got the losers bracket round for the in-season tournament today. A couple matchups to keep your eye out for: Westwood and Sailors, Jones and Walters, Mullins and Lewis, Prohl and Cheney. So that's just a couple battles for guys on track to keep your eye out for as we go through this in-bracket admin tournament.
All that really important for those guys to win their bracket tournament. You know, everyone likes to win anything, and there's a nice little prize there if you win that tournament. But here we go, Wesley, to the starting grid for tonight's race, and look who's on the pole. Tommy Larkin, that 04 truck, looks good again on pole for the night. And on the outside for the front row, Tyler Cheney in the 54, Kelly Blue Book. Dakota Ramsell, my pick to win this race in third. Snyder starts fourth. Looking back at row number 3, James Staples, great qualifying effort in 5th. Daniel Dow in 6th. There's Kobe's pick. Looking back at row number 4, Michael Madden in the 15, and Kyle Westwood in the Mountain Dew Machine in 8th. Tyler Rouse starts 9th. Remember the Daytona winner. Jordan Sailor's in 10th. Back in 11th, Dave Hughes Jr. making a return back into the series, and Jared Hayes starts 12th. 13th, Andrew Nagy. There's your pick right there, Wesley, right in the front half of the field. Justin Boyle starts right beside him in 14th. Connor Fuge in 15th. That's a great looking paint right there. Robert Lewis in 16th. Brian Alfin will start 17th. Gardner will start 18th. And rounding out the top 20 in row 10, Joseph DuPont and Jacob Barker.
Looking back to row 11, you got Blair Hallman to his outside, and 22nd, Christopher Fuge. 23rd, we got Jeremy Clapper-Newell, with 24th going to be Noah Walters. 25th, we got JP Jones, the Chillbilly Man, to his outside, Art Nicotera. 27th, we have Lilith Peters with the 10 of Cody Hemingway on her outside.
That's the starting lineup tonight, Wesley. So 28 trucks tonight. We'll start this race. You saw Hemingway kind of deep in the field. That's a good drafter. Watch for him to go to the front. So many guys who I could see going into victory lane tonight to turn their season around. And I love that new graphic you have there, Kobe. That looks very slick. I love that. But that's going to be looking pretty tonight as we watch the leaderboard change so much tonight, as it tends to do here at Daytona, Wesley. Some guys can go from 10th to 1st in a lap, and you're going to see that move all night tonight.
And you got to be careful going 10th to 1st. It takes a lot of quick decisions and smart ones as well. If you're here at Talladega and Daytona, everything happens within an eye blink. And if you're not on top of it, you're collected in something.
Without a doubt. And with such a short race, guys, I don't think we're going to be very patient for this race tonight. So you're going to have to see guys that starting deep, like, maybe Dakota Ramsell, or not Dakota Ramsell, excuse me. Cody Hemingway, Lilith Peters, those drivers starting deep. You can feel the last row, in fact. They're going to be a bit more hasty, I think, to get to the front. Because, if we do have green flag pit stops, that can change this entire ordeal if you're at the back. Put you at a major disadvantage. But either way, it's up front. It's Tommy Lark, Tyler Cheney, Dakota Ramsell, Heath Snyder, Staples, Dow, the front 3 rows, and everyone else lines up behind them. Get these cars off of corner number 4. Way down is the start-finish line, as everyone tends to say. And there's the pace truck. Off onto the racetrack, and now we have to get all the way to the start-finish line, or restart zone. And comments have been waiting for this race. I've been waiting for this race. Let's see some Truck Series action in SSRL tonight here in Alabama. Tommy Lark, Tyler Cheney will lead us to the green flag, 60 laps of racing.
That's not, great run from the 54, but he's got no one to, and even worse now that Snyder went down low. He's going to drop like a stone here with no one right behind for support.
Side draft hard here, though, Wesley off of 2. If someone comes up there, he'll have enough momentum, but man, I'm so shocked. No one up there in the top, 8 rows on the bottom. Well, there goes Sailors to the top where Westwood. Daniel Dow goes up with Michael Madden. We're 3 wide already on lap 1 down the back straightaway.
Oh, boys, keep it tight. Keep a car underneath you. 3 wide this early is not what I was expecting.
3 wide, 3 rows deep now, battling for P2. Up front, it is all Tommy Lark, though, from the pole position. Ramsell right behind him. Dow leading the middle, and Westwood on that high 3rd lane.
Dow's not leading the middle. It's that 54 truck, the hometown boy of Tyler Cheney, actually. And even though it's got very small numbers, I think it's only 4 in the middle and 4 up top, they're making a look a comeback.
There's those Toyotas in the middle right there. 3 Toyotas lined up nose to tail, and you see another Toyota. A few Chevys on the bottom lane. And the top 3rd lane has died out there, going to the back, Westwood. And we're back to 2x2 throughout the field. So, Tyler Rouse with an issue, or maybe he had a drive-through, I think. He had a drive-through.
Had a drive-through, he had to serve.
Yeah, drive-through penalty for previous incidents on the season. I think for last night. I think it was for last week for a Arca break, I think, but I'm not quite sure. Either way, Tyler Cheney's mounted a charge with his fellow Toyotas, and he's looking for the race lead on lap 2. Big shove from Daniel Dow. Oh, it looks to the outside. Oh, I thought he did. I thought he was going to bail on the 54. Oh, he
and
does.
there he goes, and teammate Michael Madden going to go with him quite easily. 3 wide now for the lead.
I think Cheney led the lap, but man, that's just going to kill both lanes. Michael Madden and Daniel down the top. No one goes with those two. Those are fast trucks. They might get sent to the back here. Colton Gardner might let them in back there behind Jared Hayes, but I'm not sure.
I don't think he's going to. They look for that slot right in front of JP Jones.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go to the back unless they find a hole. Unfortunate for both of them trying to make a move, and no one else went with them. Usually when that happens, Wesley, they usually bail on the middle car because, you know, the middle car has lost so much momentum. They usually just pull on by, but I guess no one wanted to work with the Toyotas. Wow, they are all the way to the back. That's going to be hard to come back from. That's killed the middle lane here. Tommy Lark, I think, has led them all. In the pole position. It's a new pusher, though. Jordan Sailors, we know how good he is pushing trucks. He was really good at Daytona in the fall. Or what we call the fall for the season, not really the fall. Big shove here down the back straightaway from that top lane. Sailors giving the 54 a big shove into 3. They'll draw even in 3. Tighter though on the bottom, more organized. Sorry, Wesley.
They are up all the way up until about 5th in line. Dave, he's got a bit of a gap to the one behind.
Caution's out. Cars slow in turns 3 and 4. I saw Lilith Peters slow. And another truck back there. I'm not quite sure what happened. Caution though on lap 4. I don't see any damage to that 81 or 01 truck. I'm gonna wonder if she was just slowing down to avoid. Let's take a look at it. Oh wow!
Oh, Art Nico Terra involved and Alphin.
There's some guys who are usually really good at taking care of their stuff to get to the end of these races. Both those guys. Oh, check up and oh wow, that's a racing deal. And Brian just can't get it. Oh wow! Yeah, those are some killed trucks. That's a shame. Yeah, the 83 gets pulverized. I don't think you can get slowed down.
I don't think so, and I'm with you. That was just a push gone wrong in racing incident, and we might even be able to ask him what underneath the 17 truck looks like.
Oh, yeah. we got a good look at it. You know, this was Formula One. They would not like that. Showing all their secrets and their trade secrets, but caution on lap 4 of the race, so pretty early yellow here, Wesley. That's going to make green flag pit stops a little less likely. I mean, they still have to make a stop to the end here, but do you fill up on fuel here, Wes? Take advantage of the time? So maybe fill
I think we might see a couple drivers take that opportunity, but you can also save laps. I think because every 2 laps saves you 1.
Yes, I believe that's right.
So they can kind of get a little bit closer, have to shorten how much fuel they're going to have to take if we do see green flag stops or even under yellows.
I think it's really under yellows because then you're gonna, if you have, you know, a second less of fuel in there, that's a lot. So I think we're gonna see a lot more guys than maybe I would think come down pit road here because that's 4 laps of fuel you don't have to worry about later in the race to put in the car when it's more important for track position. We'll see if anyone bites here. I don't think Tommy Lark will or Cheney. Oh, Tommy Lark does bite. Wow. Snyder comes in along with others. We'll split here. A little shocked at Lark pit. Oh, a lot of the.
I see everybody in but the front 4 of Cheney, Ramsdale, Sailors, and Hayes.
I like that call, Wesley. We're going to take a quick ad break, though. Under yellow here. We'll be right back with you, though. Welcome back, everyone. We're back here at Talladega Superspeedway. Not much has happened since then. Everyone off of pit road, though. We'll get back to the start finish line next time. Bye. We'll get one to green, Wesley, but I mean, not too much aggression here, aside from a few trucks. Mostly the Toyotas have shown the aggression so far tonight.
Yeah, it has been. We saw the 2 and the 15. They took it up high early on, trying to get around the other Toyota of Tyler Cheney in the 54. Everybody else seemed kind of to like where they were riding around and such. So, and the 3 wide early, like I said, I did not expect that in the slightest bit.
Yeah, I was really early in the race, like lap 1 to go 3 wide. So, and you're seeing that fuel talk. Look at that. Tommy Luck on the apron trying to save every bit of it he can. It's all so important here, that time on pit road. Later in this race, you really don't want to lose spots on pit road because you didn't save some gas, as he's actually not on the racetrack there.
There we go.
Noah
Just a little
Walters.
blink.
Just a little tiny little blink there. Noah Walters, though, Wesley, great run from him last weekend at Darlington on the podium. He's going to hope to have another great run tonight. But it's all Tyler Cheney right now. Get the 1 to green this time. Couple Toyotas lead off of 4 Chevys. The lone Ram in the top 10 of Kyle Westwood, Staples, and one of the only Fords in the field of Dave Fuge Jr. In 9th there, and then another Chevy. So a lot of bow ties, but it's leading all Toyotas. Then you see actual really jumbled up outside the top 10. A lot of Toyotas, a lot of Rams, and a few Fords. Not any Chevys. A lot of the Chevys are up front here, or at the very back. 2 Chevys, though, were the cause of our first caution. I think they're both most likely out of contention for tonight's race. We did see the underside of one of the cars, so either way, they're going to have to a big uphill battle with such a short race underway.
It is going to be uphill, and thankfully that caution came out good for the 81 of Rouse. Remember, he had to serve that penalty lap 1, and didn't get caught up by the pack, was able to stay on the lead lap pit with him. Now he's going to be sitting right there behind him.
That's a great point, Wesley, and remember how fast that truck was. At Daytona last time we were there, he was a victor, and he really didn't luck into that. He was just really good at the end of that race. He just kind of held the lanes and was up front for the last 20 laps of that one. So watch out for that 81. He's good in the draft. Showing that he can do that. As they slowly crawl down the back straightaway compared to what they're used to at this racetrack.
Yeah, you're going about 200 into turns 1 and 3 at racing speed, and right here I think they're setting at about 70, 75.
Yeah. And when you're in the highway in real life, you know, in your car, it feels really fast. So imagine another 110 mile an hour, or another 120 mile an hour with the trucks here. I mean, that's fast, and I just don't think people realize how fast that is. Obviously, it's not the same as real life, but the sim is as close as you can get to racing at Talladega, aside from racing at Talladega. We're going to get back racing here with 53 laps to go. So really, we're just got a C open race till the checkered flag here. Everyone still has to make a pit stop. All but 4 drivers pit for fuel. I don't think anyone took tires unless you were involved in the spin. Cheney, Dakota Ramsel, and then a pair of 4 Chevys actually right behind them, and ooh, they're ready to go. Behind that front row, they are right on the back bumper, and we are green, green, green. What a launch.
What a launch indeed. 54, Tyler Cheney already clear Ramsdale on the outside.
You don't realize how fast it is until you're sideways. That is very true. And this time, the outside lane's got a better run. So Cheney has an option here. Does he pull up in front of the lane to lead it? No, he's going to stay to the bottom here.
Well, that bottom lane's going to come with a good amount of momentum. Hopefully give him a giant shove down the backstretch.
Oh, that top has a big shove as well. It's pretty even entering the corner. The bottom now starting to pull ahead. A little organized. But they kind of check up. So here comes Ramsel. I think he's clear. If not clear, he's really tight with it.
I think it's really tight just at the rear quarter panel. And now he should be clear to go on down. The question is, the 69 of Hayes, is he going to be clear of the 54?
Oh, we're 3 wide. Jacob Barker, say goodbye to him. He's going to go to the back of the pack. They shuffle him out. Well, Jacob Barker has no friends up there right now. Hopefully he can find some to get back into the pack without losing too much time. That's a shame, though, for Jacob Barker. Just kind of got caught out on the front
He's got
straightaway.
a teammate that will let him back in.
Well, ain't that nice? That's always nice when teammates help you out. There's a bunch of teammates around there. Tyler Cheney, though, in that bottom lane. Look at those 3 trucks all glued on the bottom lane, bumper to bumper. I see Art Nicotero is out there right now. He is much off the pace. He already lost the draft. few laps after the restart. Whoa, that's a big bump off of 2, or should be 4. And Cheney got sideways, had to lift big time. And here comes Dakota Ramsdell and Jared Hayes.
Ramsdell and Hayes just a little separated from the car behind with Staples.
Oh, they both cleared.
Oh, that's tight. Both of them down easies. That's going to release the 24.
Here comes the Lightning McQueen machine of Staples on the outside lane, leading that charge. That was a good qualifying effort. Remember, he started top 5, so 24 has speed. I don't know how the handle is in that truck, but it's definitely got speed. We're starting to single file out here in the bottom lane.
Bottom, it seems like it's got a lot more momentum and a little bit more cars, so it's going to stretch out just a little bit. The outside line's going to have to use some side draft, like you mentioned, to stay even or maybe even pull themselves further up along. And now we're seeing 3 wide again, possibly.
That just hurts that lane even more. Yeah, it's killing the lane. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide big time here. I think they're trying to shuffle Staples. Oh, someone was slow back there, wasn't it? I think that was... Someone was really off base there. I don't know if that was just my imagination. It's the green truck, but they keep us straight. Might be just my crazy imagination. Either way, yeah, that bottom lane, that bottom lane's just a bit more, it's easier to be organized on the bottom lane. And with the trucks the way they are, especially with open setup, you kind of really have to side draft and push hard to get the outside lane working here. And we're just not seeing that side draft be used as much. And it's early, right? They don't really think they have to do that. Oh, as I say that, car's all sideways off at 4 there. Yet again off 4. Right here in this tri-oval seems where a lot of guys have issues, though, Wesley, getting put 3 wide. Not really realizing where they are on the racetrack. Oh, here comes Cheney to the top.
Yeah, you saw the 29 of Snyder move up in front of the 24 of Staples, had a little bit of run, decides he's going to go with them.
Big run.
Try to get back around these teammates of Ramsdell and Hayes.
Yeah, they're going to get a big run off of corner number 2 and a big side draft. Now they're going to pull back off, try to keep their momentum up, not get side draft back or get slowed down from the inside lane cars. They're going to be side by side with Dakota Ramsdell into 3. Big shove from Snyder. Hayes has not gotten to the back bumper in half a lap. Well, here he comes now. But it might be too little too late. Too little too late. Tyler Cheney to lead off of 4.
The Fudge brothers smell like beef.
Oh, Fudge brothers. Wow.
Thank you, Hunter. No, that's not Hunter.
You gonna take that, Wesley?
Oh, no.
Either way, Tyler Cheney out front now. Taking control of this with Snyder. So how do those 2 teammates of Ramsdell and Hayes get back up to the front? Figure it out, but they're trapped in the bottom right now. The bottom lane just way more organized. 3 wide for the back. Walters in the middle back there. If you look at the top 10, there's not a single Ford or Ram right now. All Toyotas and Chevys. As Westwood gets into the top 10 and breaks up my whole speech about that.
Well, he just poked his way in there, and with how close these trucks are to each other, it's, yep, right there, just knocked back out.
That's the thing, though. I'm a little shocked at the lack of pace.
Oh, and here goes Ramsdell.
He wants to. You want to keep that track position, Wesley. If you're going to stay up front, you want to stay in that front 2-3 rows, not fall back to like the 9th place range. That's where trouble happens. And he was in danger of doing that. That'll help his teammate Jared Hayes too. He'll move up a row. Ooh, a couple sideways there. They're stacking up on the top. I think the 24 of Staples has a really fast truck, but it's not very stable is what I'm seeing here. I don't think it's a great car to lead a lane. And it's a good pusher, and it's got a lot of pace, but it's not looking great in front of everyone else.
Right there, I completely agree. I think he's one of the best trucks to have behind you to push, but leading the lane is just a little bit too squirrely.
Oh, and looky here, Staples looking outside maybe? No, he's going to stay in the middle lane here. Drifting a little high, though. That's how you get put 3 wide.
Maybe just getting some air on the nose, ran a little hot.
That's true. Always found that going in the middle and letting the lead car do that and go high for you was always a safer bet for me. I don't like putting my fate in the guys behind me. I don't tend to trust them. Either way, fate has worked. because here comes Wentzel and Staples back on the top.
Oh, Madden, think about putting it to the middle.
Oh,
no, he got cut off by the 45. That's going to put Boyles. He's leading the middle line, and Staples gets shuffled out. Put that 4 Toyotas in a row.
All them Yoders on the top lane, them cheating Yoders, as they say. And they're all lined up, nose to tail. Chevy power versus Toyota power, but it's the 2 Toyotas up front leading it. In both lanes. Whoa, Cheney had to check up a little bit there. Everyone on the bottom stacks. Wentzel clears the bottom. Boyle's now the leader of the top. Picking up a little bit here, Westy. Trying to pick up that aggression meter.
I don't think they're picking it up. I think it was about this once the race started off. And Boyles, he's got a rocket ship with teammates of Dow and Madden behind him. And maybe he's going to try to get in front of this 03 and clear himself down.
If I'm that team, I want to control both lanes. Keep a car on the top, keep 2 cars on the bottom. Just going to control this traffic. Don't let guys come back to you with a run. You can control both lanes of traffic. It's just way easier. Right now, they have the top 2 trucks clear, I think. Well, they definitely have Boyles clear. They don't have Madden, I think. Yep, they go down. That's perfect. Lead both lanes. Because you're just going to work together, control this track. Oh, don't block teammates. And the top lane guys,
don't block 2 lanes.
Yeah, don't block 2 lanes. That can get a little iffy. Your teammates will let off the gas. The bottom lane cars will not. Well, like the top cars, they can lift a bit, get the top lane checked up so they don't over clear. Like, this is really perfect opportunity for these 3 trucks to lead this. Well, if the Wentzel does that, then they can't.
What a shove. Truck and now he's going to move up high to get around Boyles. I think this 3 wants to be front car of the lane no matter which lane.
And that's what he probably saw all these teammates lined up. That's what he was fearing, at the stranglehold they were about to have. And it's a little risky when you have 2 guys up there that are teammates, but he had a big run, and he's going to clear Boyles, I think.
He is, and I think he might want to stay high as well. Wait until both Madden and Dow are clear, and hopefully all 3 move down at once. But then he also lays it. Then he also kind of lays into a trap of.
Yeah.
They all move down, and then they decide, hey, you know what? We want to go to the front.
Yeah, right
down
there
goes Dow. Madden's gonna follow tight for Ramsdale, but he manages it.
And look at Jacob Barker, went to the back a few laps ago and back to the lead of the outside lane. Do we see Cheney or Boyles jump up there? Those are fast trucks that seem to want to lead. Haven't seen Barker lead the lane yet. Yep, Cheney and Snyder immediately to the top. Big run, too.
And that's going to break up the momentum of the bottom line. There's now a huge gap between Staples and Hayes. Or not Staples, but Boyles and Hayes.
Boyles and Hayes. And Boyles goes up the track a bit, trying to slow down the top lane. It did work a little, but they're going to have a big runoff, too. The bottom lane is just not connected, like you mentioned. Big count off the apron there, and a big run for Cheney on the back straightaway. If they're coming up on the lap car of Art Nicotera, that could be a little interesting, depending on where they catch him. Cheney going to get back clear, I think, here. Oh, not quite. The shove's coming from Madden. Those Toyotas lined up on the bottom lane. Kobe's passion for the Toyotas are finally paid off. These things are fast tonight. These Toyotas are super good tonight.
They all just seem so hooked up with each other as well, being able to push throughout the whole track, which pushing through the turns, that's really where it gets dangerous. Because, I mean, pushing anywhere is dangerous because you're off by just a nanometer or something and you're spinning someone in front of you.
Yeah, you do it a little wrong. You move on their back bumper and big wrecks happen. And look who's already almost in the top 10 zone. We have a move for the lead on Snyder. But Tyler Rouse, look at him. He's moved into the top 10 in that Ford, one of the only Fords we've really seen up here yet tonight. And he had that drive-through, got the lucky yellow early. And that is a fast 81 truck tonight. Watch out for him. But Snyder took the lead on the bottom lane. Cheney and Barker now lined up on the top.
And this 17 truck, it's going to play just a little bit of interference. Where's he going to go once the pack catches him? He can go high, he can go low. He's just got to maintain his position, let everybody else go around him. Though I bet some of these guys up here in the lead, they're going to ask him to move out of their way. They want to keep the line they're in. He pulls off onto the apron.
That's a good time to catch him, too, on the backstretch and not into the corner. Oh, I think Lilith Peter might get shuffled out here. That's a shame for Lilith. She gets shuffled to the third lane. Whoa, Barker with a big shove on Cheney.
Both of them going to move down to the bottom as well. That breaks up teammates of Barker and... Sorry, my bad. Barker and Lewis.
Move down off the racetrack. Here's Snyder back to the top. He's not content. Barker's slotted into second. Well, here comes Ramsell back to the top. That is a fast truck tonight, and he's not content with riding. Immediately, look at the shove, Wesley. That's such a fast truck.
It is, and he's pushing all the way through the turns. He's just off a little off center to the right through the turn, which is where you want to be, not completely square as you're turning. And he's going to give a great shove to the 29 off the turn and down the backstretch as well. Both of them are going to clear it. Whoa, big slide from the 03 Ramsdale, and he completely abandons the 29 of Snyder.
Well, he wants to lead this race, and he doesn't want that 29 truck up there with him. Cheney had a run, and here he comes to the top. Tyler Cheney now looking for the race lead. Remember, one of the 4 trucks have not made a pit stop yet tonight. A little less fuel than everyone else, and he's burning a lot more fuel than all those other guys. He's up front leading. Look who's up in the top 5, Wesley. Tyler Rouse. Nagy high, 3 wide for him. JP Jones in the top 10. You see the 21 green machine up there. Nagy going to the back of the pack. The car's way low on the apron back there, around the yellow line. That's Jacob Barker, probably just trying to see what's going on in front of him. We've kind of calmed down here, but as soon as that run on the outside comes back up, I think we'll see racing again. Madden drips up a little bit mid-corner.
I think so, and right now, I don't want to be the 81 or the 24. They're kind of in the middle of an SMR BRR sandwich, and likely to be shuffled out if they can manage it.
Yeah, not the most amazing feeling if you're not part of the team. This bottom lane's doing a great job right now with the pushes. But when does that 29 get hot, right? And he has to back off a little bit, and that opens up the door for the top lane. That's about this management. If there
goes Barker. He's going to get in front of teammate Robert Lewis.
And look back there. Michael Madden had a big lift, checks up the bottom hard, so top 3 trucks are all alone for a moment. I think it's top 2. Snyder gives a big shove to Cheney. Teammates on that top side trying to work together. And they get the run.
I think they got a little bit of side draft from Madden on the inside lane. They're dropping back a little bit. Ramsdale, he's back to the rear of Snyder, and Madden's right behind him.
Enough side drafting from that top lane if they want to go forward. They're way too far out. And it seems like the trucks just aren't great at pushing up there. They need a fast truck to lead them. Good trucks, just not fast enough to lead a lane. Lewis and Barker trying to get up there. Has a good shove going on in the back bumper here. Can't get momentum. Boyles might jump up. It's not quite clear. And here's a run into 3. That's why those gaps from Robert Lewis are way too big. That car length or half a car length gap is just too big.
It can give him a good amount of momentum to give a nice shove to the rear of Barker, but you want him to be just a little bit closer. And now we see Boyles. He jumps up. Is Dow Madden going to go with him? Madden's thinking about it, but he can't hesitate too much.
Gotta go now or never. There is no waiting and figuring this stuff out. As look at the Sea of Red in the top 6. Only one non-Toyota in the top 6. That's Heath Snyder, who's on an absolute roll right now. Has not finished outside the top 3 the last 3 races. 1, 2 the last 3 as well. He's on a roll in that 29 camp. As the bottom lane is surging, the top has just died. Whoa! Hayes
massive moment from Hayes.
Maybe a little checking up there. Maybe a shove gone wrong. That checks the bottom lane up a little bit.
And Dow, I think he got no. They're going to be nice. Let him back into the 69 of Hayes. Dow got a little squirrely. He moved up the track to where he could have been shuffled out of the bottom. This top, it's just going backwards.
All those Rams right outside the top 10, trying to get up there and fight these Chevys and Toyotas. But if I just had a stranglehold, it is Toyota versus Chevy tonight. The other two manufacturers haven't really shown up. I don't think either have broken the top 5, and maybe aside from Roush for a few laps. Maybe we'll see them later in the race. Maybe that's their plan tonight. Three wide rack here, Wesley. Oh,
yeah, that looks like it's Gardner and Chris up on the high side. Connor was put middle of it.
Connor kind of being a patient game tonight. A little W sponsor. Nice. Looking good on that truck. Ooh, big shove in the trial. Kind of a weird spot. Being so
the
far
trial,
back
well, it's
in the
also
back.
just a weird part of the track.
It really is. It's super light on your feet. I mean, I think they're trying to get a third lane started, but it's kind of a weird time to do that. Usually want to build a run off 2, then try that third lane. A little bit easier off of 2. They're trying to get that third lane working. I just don't think it's the right idea. But I think we're getting into the fuel window here, Wesley, and that's why everyone's trying to start to move further back. They're getting antsy and want to go to the front.
Yeah, they're almost halfway through the race, so guaranteed if you stop now, I think everybody's good to go.
Oh, training around!
Kenny hooked!
Keep it straight. Oh, hard contact to the inside wall. No caution. He's off the racing surface. Oh, Shyler Cheney's day is over. Oh, don't come back on the track. Yeah, go down pit road. Oh, you saw the shoves from Heath Snyder. And Snyder's dropped back too.
Completely changed a lot.
Oh, we're wrecking.
Oh, JP Jones around off of Boyles, I think.
What a save. JP Jones. He keeps it straight. No caution. Oh, my God. JP Jones with the save of the year, and that completely changes how this race is going to play out. If you can, Kobe, I have to see that save. Oh my gosh. I mean, he was wrecking, Wesley. He was done.
He was wrecking, and it completely split up the main pack. Now you got 2 different ones.
Let's watch right here, Tyler Cheney. Yeah, just push gone wrong. And that kills Snyder's momentum, too, so they all bail on him. That is day ending. And you're going to watch the
Ramsdell, Madden.
Yeah, 3 wide up front. So what happens to it? 21 here. Only 2 wide right here. Maybe some guys trying to split it 3.
Whoa, that's not Boyles. That's Clapper Newell. His truck was really loose into 1.
I think that was net code. I saw a lot of net code there, but I cannot believe he saved that car. That is unreal.
A little bit of help from the wall.
A little bit of help, but that's driving, man. That's driving it. But wow, I mean, no caution flag. That really, everyone up here loves that. They're in love with that. Robert Lewis, the lone Ram up here. Oh, I think that back lane might catch up though, but they're going to be at a disadvantage. They're going to have to run hard to catch up to these guys. This front pack
have to run hard, but then.
out.
Yeah, I was about to say, if this front pack single files out, it might help them a little bit. That rear pack, all being single filed, nose to tail, just conserving as much energy as possible. It's going to help them catch back up. Maybe Kyle Westwood's leading that charge right now.
There's Cheney off pit road. Yeah,
Be smart, keep it below the yellow.
Yeah, that car's done. I think he's hoping for a yellow. Actually, he's going to come back under the track in front of that second pack. That's going to hurt them. They have to go around that slow 54. Hopefully they can do it without any incidents. Some guys further back, Connor Fuge, I think, and another car lost both these packs, so they're hoping for a yellow. They're just off the scene back there behind that second pack. So they're hoping and pushing hard to try and stay with them. They're about 2 seconds off them, but I don't think they're going to catch them. So they're going to have to hope for a really good pit cycle here.
That looks like it's the 01 of Peters with them.
They can actually charge into the corner a bit more. You know, entering pit, or not corner, into pit road. They can follow people, so they can catch up for sure. Just don't speed. And if these 2 packs emerge and they start racing each other hard, just saw it. We almost had caution number 2. We somehow didn't. Almost had caution number 2 and half a lap there, Wesley, twice.
Just about. And we were talking about pit stops. I'm hearing over the radio, some of them are going to come in. There we go. Ramsdale, he's off. 69, Hayes. That's Hayes.
Teammates.
And I think that's 88 of Sailors as well. Some of those that stayed out.
Yep, that's what you're seeing there. Cheney, obviously, the other that stayed out, but he made an unscheduled pit stop. We're in the fuel window, though, to go to the end.
It is, and it's going to loosen up this front pack a little bit, help the one further back catch up.
Without a doubt, it's going to. And I think if I'm Connor Fuge and the 01 of Peters, I come down now. Maybe hope for the jumbled up to go your way. Try to come with some guys, though, ahead of you in that second pack. Not the front pack, because you're obviously not going to come with them. Unless they spin out. And here we go. Do we see more pit stops here, Wesley? Rouse all by himself. Well, everyone wants to keep momentum. They're going to pull a lot on those 3 trucks at pit, though. Everyone's up to speed here. Single file. Pulling the lap times down. Whoa, now below the line there. Almost like he got hooked to the inside, but keeps it straight. Tommy Lark, the pole sitter, led the first few laps, pit from the lead, and finally back up to P2. I think Lilith Peters has made a pit stop, and she's all lonesome. If she gets caught by the lap, this front pack, she can kind of slot in here. I don't know if she'll have enough time, though, to actually make that any decent pace.
Smart way to do it, and I mean, it's a little bit of a cruddy situation to do it in, but let them take the low side and side draft them a little bit as you drop through. And slow them down just enough to where you can cling on to the draft at the very end of the line.
Okay. I mean, you can do that, or you can just park it on the bottom and make them all go around you. Then you're definitely going to be in the pack. Usually that's if you really want to, I mean, it's not the nicest thing to do to lead lap cars, but I mean, it's perfectly fine and legal. Just hold your position. Yeah, the second pack is actually not catching, even with more trucks. They're about 3.4 seconds off this front 8 truck pack we have here, and they're not really catching anything meaningful. A little bit, but nothing too meaningful.
Oh, the front pack, after that jumble up from the pit stop, they've all singled it out and gotten pretty well organized. And right there in the back, you can see, car around in the back.
One car around, he's onto the infield again. No caution, a flag again. Jeremy Clapper-Newell kind of caused that first scuffle in turns 1 and 2, and the karma bit him. I'm not sure what happened there. It's going to jumble up that pack again. JP Jones.
That's why they're not catching so much, because that 7 was side drafting, slowing down every bit of momentum.
Yeah, no major damage there, but the race is basically over if we stay green at the end. Tyler Rouse dropped back from his front a little bit. Oh, here comes Lilith Peters. So this could actually help the front pack if she kind of merges in. That's another truck. And it helps her out, too, because she'll be at pace and not by herself, so...
Yeah, she's going to keep it down there on the yellow, have all of them go high.
That's what I would do, yeah. Good call there. Yeah, now they're all going to go in front of you. You're going to get some draft. You're probably going to slot in the 7th or 6th car. Probably the 8th car. Probably let Jacob Parker by. Probably the 7th or 6th car in line. Yep, that's what she'll do. Now she's in this pack. Or she might let Rouse by, but she might have enough momentum to stay ahead of Tyler Rouse.
It's going to be pretty hard to tell. Rouse gonna shoot around the outside. I think he's gonna slot in, and Peters is gonna be right with them, staying in the draft.
Yeah, and this is the fastest group on the racetrack now, so you're gonna gain time on everyone else if you're Lilith Peters. So maybe you can hope that you pull enough time where you catch back up to the pack in the second pack. Well, there's actually a few packs now after another incident. Broke the packs up again. It's all Heath Snyder was entering 23 to go this next time by. So we're getting to the nitty gritty here, Wesley, but we're in that long strung out part of the race.
To the nitty gritty, and I'm pretty sure everybody still has to pit. They were going to be close, but still going to have to go down. And I think I hear talk of pit stops.
So maybe some chatter on the radio for pit stops coming on. So maybe do we see our leaders pit here? That's probably not what Peters wants to see. She finally found a group of friends. Let's see. Obviously, no hand out the window. More radio chatter or typing in the chat that you're coming down. It'd be nice if they had the hands out the window in iRacing. They could add it.
They definitely could.
Wouldn't see it probably, but you know. And do we see pit stops? Yes,
Here we
do.
go. Holy pack, except for Rouse and Peters.
That looked kind of quick.
Make sure you slow it down, boys.
I don't think any blacks. So everyone came in good. Yeah, Rouse and Peters stay out. I don't like that. Oh, car around. That second pack. That's what I was talking about. Entering pit road, you can gain so much.
40 of Gardner.
Look at that second pack, though, Wesley. They have caught and came in with them. They're just able to judge it way more. That's a great job. Oh, and some tires taking tires there. Oh, a car around again.
That's the 49 of Fuge. Of Chris, at least.
A lot of things going on. Jacob Barker off his stall. Boyle, Snyder. Have a bit bigger of a pack than we did here for the front pack. Whoa, Lark.
Whoa.
Check up. Yeah, they checked up. Spun the tires. He's still spinning the tires. He's got fresh side tires, right side tires. That's going to hold up these guys. That's going to help the guys behind him. Whoever's out front ahead of all them, I think that's Madden. Yeah, really. And there's Lark.
There's Rouse into pit road now. All alone. It's not going to help him in the slightest.
I mean, the pit road might have been so crazy and jumbled up. It might actually help him. And here's that pack of cars, that 3-pack. They've caught these cars coming off pit road, and they're up to speed and momentum. So actually, all this jumbling up helps them out a lot. Whoa, big run for Michael Madden. He's going to lift, actually, and help his teammate out. So we got Lark, Boyles there. This 4-pack, Jacob Barker just outside of them. He'll get picked up from the 3 trucks back there who came in earlier than everyone else. Sailors
was way ahead of this small little 4 group.
Let's see where Rouse cycles in all this. He's just off pit road now. Whoa! Michael Madden, big moment there. Rouse, I think he's actually not going to be in the main pack here. He might be, actually.
Maybe just enough.
He might actually, yeah, he might just yeah, blend in now. Cannot give it up.
He's going to try to get in behind the 5 of Barker would be his best call. That's where he's going to do it.
I think he's fine. I think he's okay. Whoa! Big Mo!
There we go. Madden and Dow ditching the 29. 2 Toyotas up top.
That definitely helps everyone else behind him who's trying to stay up here with these guys. Dow to the race lead. Snyder didn't get shuffled further as back as I thought he would. See Jordan Sailors made in the early pit stop as well. Westwood back there with Rouse trying to keep up with these guys. He wants them to race so they can stay up here. Robert Lewis has lost the pack. I'm not sure who they're coming up on here. I think that's Dave Fuge Jr., who they're about to put a lap down. Yeah, I think that is. That's the 22 machine. He's going to move out of the way all the way to the top side of the racetrack. Hope to get the free pass. If we do get a yellow, we're under 20 laps to go, so it'll be 19 laps to go next time by. They're 2x2 up here, though. Gonna be 3 wide shortly, and short-lived.
Short-lived. And that second pack, it also got broken up massively.
Whoa, big bump.
He goes Tyler Cheney goes all the way to the top, says, I don't want a part of that.
The truck's kill. Cheney hoping for some mayhem here late to get some spots and maybe fix that truck up because there's a little bit of damage. Going to help out Rouse a little bit and Westwood and give them a bit of tow.
And he can kind of bridge it right there. He's in between Rouse and the... Yeah, he's in between Rouse and the car next, which I think is Dave. So create kind of a little bit of a draft chain almost where they can all group up together once again. I know he's falling all the way back behind the 81.
Oh yeah, he's killed. They just don't have the pace to do it. He's just so killed. But he's hoping that they might be okay. I think they're okay back there with Rouse. I mean, they're fairly okay, but I think they're going to be okay. Dave's helping them out a lot. Yeah, they're starting to catch now. So I think Dave Fuge Jr. is their saving grace back there at the Rouse and Westwood camp. I think Dave's just trying to make sure he doesn't get any incidents or even a 0x so he gets the free pass. And the 2x2 Racing's helping. Pretty spread out in the top lane here. Whoa! There's darting on the back straightaway.
Yeah, here we go. 81 and 92, they're there.
So that actually worked out for Tyler Rouse. Somehow pitting by herself worked out for him. He's
Which
go
typically
right to the
does not
side.
happen.
No, no, it usually doesn't. Every other racetrack you'd say pitting by yourself is better because you have to deal with other people. But here, you want friends. No matter if they're the same manufacturer teammates, you want them. And you want those friends to be here as 17 laps to go for Daniel Dow. They're going to come up in the next lap car of Jeremy Noel, and then it's Connor Fuge. Remember, lost the draft from all the chaos that he endured. And Christopher ahead of him in the 21st spot. About 16 seconds ahead of Connor. Seeing Jeremy up the road there in that 7 truck. They're going to be there very quickly, though. Ooh, side draft. That top lane's aggressive. Very calm race, Wes. I mean, we've had some incidents that probably warranted yellows, but iRacing just didn't throw them.
Yeah, and they were way down on the apron, basically against the inside wall, so iRacing most likely not going to throw them. It's at the administrator's discretion to do that.
Yeah, and solo spins, no one's really going to bat an eye at that. Cheney was not a solo spin. He was a solo smack to the inside wall. And Daniel Dow, Kobe's pick to win up here right now. Pick of Dakota Ramsdale's a little further back in the 10th spot, trying to work his way up here in this small pack. And get that bottom lane working. If Ramsdale starts leading this top, I think he's going to go to the front, Wesley. That truck's just so fast.
I think so, and you can see it split right there on the leaderboard, red versus gold, Toyota versus Chevy. If it comes between the manufacturers, Chevy's got the better numbers. Toyota would want that Ram to go with it.
Yeah, the lone Ram and the lone Ford in the top 11 pack here. And I think we're just going to kind of a race where I don't think we'll see a yellow anymore. I just think we're going to go green to the end. So maybe a crash late in the race, but I don't see anything right now that would warrant a yellow. We're coming up on the 7 car. I'm sure Jeremy Noel would love a yellow right now. He'd love it to be the leaders too.
He would love to be the leaders as well. And I think I saw Ramsdale. He got up behind Michael Madden. So that's 2 Toyotas that we know are extremely fast when they can hook up well right behind each other.
This will jumble it up though, Wesley. This 7 car, it's not a car slow like Cheney was. He's going to try and stay on the lead lap here. He's also going to try and stay in the draft. So he's going to jumble up this field. And someone disappeared there. That's a little scary.
Can't
That's really
quite
scary.
tell. Oh, it was Lark again.
That was scary. That's going to help this top lane though. It's going to jumble up the bottom. It's going to give a big run to the outside lane here. 3 wide momentarily out back.
Well, that's everybody trying to get past the 7, and it helped just a little. I think that's Ramsdale got shuffled out eventually.
That's Sailors. Sailors got shuffled. That actually helps Ramsdale. He's now the 6 car in line, clear of the top lane. See the 7 up there right behind him. They're still side by side. They're going to have to get single file. Don't side draft too much. You'll lose this front pack. These top 6 cars are just nose to tail, and they're still trying to get by the lapper. Jeremy Noel, just push him. Not got any damage, really. Right, here they go. They go to the inside. Michael Madden and Sailors do. They'll keep pace with the front.
Yeah, they should be able to catch that single file train pretty easily, I think.
For a second there, they were just not. They're just all over the place back there.
They still are.
And Connor Fuge, man, he is really hoping for the yellow to come out. He's up the road, and he wants to be the free pass beneficiary. The only problem is that both his free pass competitors, if he gets lapped, are in this pack up to speed. He's going to have to stay on the bottom just like the 7 did. The 22 was really nice about it, got out of the way. The 7 was, well, I need to stay on the free pass beneficiary. 12 to go. Daniel Dow is taking a stranglehold right now.
Yeah, Daniel Dow, he's sitting in the hot seat, leading the group, but at the same time, he can easily, somebody gets a run and they just say, I don't want to sit behind the 2 for much longer.
Look at those teammates. Hayes and Ramsdale on the top lane. Only 4 trucks, though. They need more numbers. If I'm those lap cars, I mean, the 7, I mean, the 22's up there, but the 7, go up there and try to race your way back on the lead lap.
Right now, he's sitting in front of the 22 of Dave, so as long as he keeps that on him, I think he's
barely.
just fine. And Boyles, he thought about moving high for a split second, maybe.
But if you stay on lead lap, though, Wesley, you get a bit more options of staying out. People are close on fuel, right? You don't have to be at the back end. Here comes Madden. Goes to the top. He side drafts Boyles in the bottom lane. That'll help this top lane. And Lark to the inside line.
The way inside line below the double yellow.
Didn't advance his position, but Lark with a big run. Does he go up top with it? We're under 11 to go. We'll be 10 to go next time by. There's Art Nicotera getting out of the way. Connor Fuge in that blue 19, really hoping for a yellow.
What is he going to do? Is he going to move it to the top? Is he going to stick it to the bottom? I think if he sticks it on the bottom, it'd be a lot smarter.
100%. That's what you need to do here if you're him. That'll help jumble up those. I mean, the 7's already on the bottom, so you can't really go anywhere. And the 22 is the last car in the top lane. I think he's going to go to the top. Far too nice.
Far too nice, but also smart. Keep your truck from getting wrecked.
Well, this is a big opportunity.
Making it. Oh, big wiggle 69 of Hayes. Looked like he thought about making a move and then. Oh! Contact.
Big contact!
They save it.
That's
Now
going to
they're
jump
three
up
wide.
everyone. And Connor go down. 3 wide back there.
Down.
He might be able to fall in line back here on this bottom lane. He's just so high up. I don't know why. Michael Madden was sideways, though. Just kind of, he's continuing to stay in the top lane. He's not even trying to find. Very respectful, though. I can't lie. That's very respectful. More than what most would do. Well, there's Routes looking to the outside. That just jumbled up this front pack even more. Westwood's going to bail on him. Newell firmly now into the free pass beneficiary. He can play a factor, though. Even if this race doesn't get a yellow, he can push a certain car to the win. So if you're someone the 7 likes, that's a big deal. That car has nothing to lose. If someone he doesn't like, well, that's not good.
I mean, we've seen it where a lap down car of a teammate, he's pushed one of his own to the win.
Feud will be in this lead pack, I think. So that's 15 trucks now, 14 trucks now in this lead pack. So we're growing in numbers. That grows the runs, that grows the momentum, makes it easier to make the top lane work. As we're coming back to 8 laps to go. This time by at the start-finish line, all the way past the tri-oval. Daniel Dow and Snyder and Lark have been kind of have a stranglehold of the top 3 lanes here, top 3 spots. With 8 to go, everyone's getting antsy. I guess Madden and Connor have actually lost the front pack.
There goes Boyles. He went to the top now. And back down to the bottom.
3 wide back there with Dakota Ramsdale. He's got his teammate. Jared Hayes will go with him. That's just not really the time to go 3 wide. As the pack further back, it's actually kind of catching these guys. That Staples, Lewis, and DuPont pack has just been very disciplined. Newell still the free pass.
Look, about 4 or 5 cars in that second pack. They're all just very disciplined, nose to tail, as you said. Gaining a little bit of time as this front group there side by side, side drafting, racing.
Whoa! And that tri-oval has been a scary, sketchy place tonight. We're entered 7 to go, Wesley. When do people start getting antsy? I think with like 4 or 5 to go, those guys in the back of this pack have to go. They just have to go. There's 10 cars in the lead lap in this pack up front. Madden has dropped off after the big scare. There's Tyler Cheney again going to get lapped. Shows you how off the pace that 54 is. And here we go, Wesley Dow. He gets left out to dry. Clark now on the high side. Snyder, Boyles, Dakota Ramsdell in the 03.
That top three rather, of Snyder, Larkin, Bowles, they all got around pretty easily, moved down. Ramsdell, he could have done it, but I think he'd rather have the 69 of Hayes behind him.
100%. Want that teammate help. That came out of nowhere, Wesley. I didn't even know what was going on. And then we see them all working together and going crazy on the back straightaway. Hayes had to lift. That's going to check the top a little bit. See if they can get the runoff too. Well, here comes that two. He'll jump in front of the 03. That's a lot of fast trucks in the top lane. And it's all Toyotas, but the Chevys lead now of Larkin Snyder. Yodas versus the Chevrolets. Sorry, Wesley.
The top of Dow and Ramsdell, I mean, those are two fast trucks. So I'm gonna say it's not gonna take them all too long to get to the front, especially with the 03 right into the rear of the 2.
We set the 03's in the top lane, leading or pushing. He's gonna go to the front. Well, here he comes with Daniel Dow. Dow got shuffled out on the back straightaway with the Chevrolets, and now those Toyotas back on the charge. 5 laps to go. Five to go. And they're side by side for the race lead. Lark, ooh, that was a little scary there, entering turn 2. Out got under him, about turning the 29. That's going to make them all check up. And here comes Dow. Dow to the race lead. He'll go down the bottom lane. And here comes the teammate duo on the outside. Look at Rouse in the 81. He's third in line. Ramsdell, Hayes, Dow, Snyder. Front 2 rows on both sides of the top and the bottom lane. The top lane, though, Wesley, that's the lane with momentum right now.
It is. Ramsdell, he might be clear of Dow on the inside.
He's clear.
He is. I think he's going to wait until the 69 of Hayes is clear before they both move down. And then that's going to release the 81 of Rouse up top.
What they could do, Wesley, is they could just stay on the top until the top lane is about to die, and then they can jump down and block the bottom lane. I just keep it in control so no one else can get the top lane rolling and make a run on them on the bottom. As Tyler Rouse is a fast truck. He is pushing and shoving, and so is Jordan Sailors in that 88 machine. That might be what they're doing. They must be just parking in the top lane. They don't want to go to the bottom here, Wesley, maybe. They want to just stay here on the top where the momentum is.
Stay around the top. It's very doable. I mean, in real life, you'll see those single file it out, and everybody's up there inches off the wall, just running the Dale Jr. top line, as a lot of people call it, because he was kind of the one that really enforced it.
Without a doubt, in the 03, well, he leads with 3 to go. No Dale Jr. in line right now. They're all going for it. 3 laps to go. 2 lap trucks in the back half of the field, but everyone else is for position ahead of them in the top 10. Big shoves coming off of 2, the top lane, and there goes Ramsdell to the bottom. That'll help the congestion that was going on the top.
It will, and now it's teammates controlling both lines. Ramsdell on the bottom, Hayes on the top. Hayes, he's got the fast trucker Rouse behind him, and Sailors is right there as well.
Without a doubt, 2 by 2. Teammates on the front row, Rouse and Dow. In row 2 back there, trying to find a way to get around him. Well, Snyder looks 3 wide in the tri-oval. That's tight. Rouse goes around. Rouse hard and around in front of the field. Do we see the caution flag? Yeah, caution flag is out. Tyler Rouse probably not going to be too happy. I think he shut the door, though, on the 29. And second caution of the night, Wesley, and it's about to get interesting.
Interesting and a little crazy.
And we're going to overtime, so this is big for the guys who are tight on fuel, who maybe didn't put a lot in it, and I think we're going to see a lot of guys pit here. Let's take a look at it. The 29 jumps to the middle. I just don't think that 81 realized it, or maybe the 29 comes up. It's hard to see from that angle. I think the 81 comes down, but it's hard to tell.
It's hard to see from that angle.
I think the 81 comes down. Oh, I think 100% comes down. Yeah.
Yeah, Rouse kind of comes down. Maybe, but Snyder, that was a really tight gap to force his way into.
Yeah, I get the move. 3 wide in the tri-oval in the middle isn't the worst move, but it just was kind of a bad time. Well, if you're the 22 and you're the 19, you're hoping that all the leaders ahead of you at the pit. So then you can just take the wave around and get back on the lead lap. I'm sure we'll get another yellow. I don't think we can go all this time cleaning green and now have a chance at re-racking them and not get another one. We haven't had a big one tonight, Wesley. It's been very clean. Even that wreck wasn't really that big. I don't think anyone's done with that wreck. Did we see anyone take fuel? Oh, no, they're going to risk it. Some guys at the back might.
Some a little further back. And maybe even take
love
tires just for the case of it. Tyler Rouse, he's got to come in. He's got damage on him.
That's a shame for Tyler. He has the drive-through penalty. Comes back from that, and the racing deal in the tri-oval ends up taking him most likely out of contention, but don't count him out. We're about to go into overtime here. I think all plate races this year have gone into overtime, as they tend to do.
They tend to do, and especially once overtime starts, there's several overtimes that follows it.
There is no coming back once we get one overtime. I mean, it's kind of the same faces we've seen all night. A few Toyotas, though, have been taken out of the running, so there's only 3 in the top 8. Then you see 5 Chevys, and then the 2 Rams of Robert Lewis and Kyle Westwood. Had a great day. DuPont, another Toyota, an 11th. Haven't talked a lot about DuPont. Just had a solid day. Keep the truck clean. And really, anyone in the top 21 has a chance to win it now.
Yeah, anybody on the lead lap, they're all going to be jumbled together, so you've got the chance. Just got to take your move and make it stick.
I think this is really tight on fuel too, Wesley, so another overtime. Do we see guys pit? I think so. Oh, the 22 is going to get a wave around. Interesting, right? 22 will get a wave around. See if the 19 maybe does too then. And so Connor's actually the only car 1 lap down right now. So if we do get a yellow, he will get the free pass now. So we're here, there, we are on fumes. So at 03 and that 69, they're really hoping
it's going to be tight.
Yeah, so they probably have just enough to make it. So they cannot have another overtime. They might not even, if we can even get a yellow at all, they're probably, if I had to guess, going to pit immediately, maybe even before pit road's open. If they're that tight on fuel. So which lane does Ramsell in the 03 pick? I would assume the bottom lane. Keep your 2 trucks. There's Tyler Cheney off pit road with a destroyed truck. He'll somehow beat the pace car off. I don't know how.
Not sure either.
So 22 cars, or trucks, excuse me, on the lead lap. Connor Fuge, the lone one, 1 lap down. A few trucks, a few laps down behind him. Cheney and Art Nicotera, the 2 trucks involved in heavy incidents tonight. Tyler Rouse still on the lead lap with the contact. He'll still have a chance here. As long as the damage is not terminal, he'll be okay, and he'll be able to hang in the draft and just dodge a few more wrecks, most likely. I know the West of these guys have been pretty clean tonight, so maybe we'll see only a 1 attempt at the green-white checkered.
We'll see, but I expect a lot of aggression. Everybody's bunched back up, and it's going to be 2 fast laps to come around. And honestly, we might not even get full up to full racing speed until exit of 4, in which case you've got the whole tri-oval to go. And it's that move into the tri-oval right there where the start-finish line would be on a normal track, where you want to make your move and possibly make the pass.
That's so true, Wesley. Remember, that start-finish line all the way further down the field. Or, excuse me, not down the field. Down the front stretch. I'm sure everyone's not heard that at all during a Fox broadcast. No one's ever heard that.
I don't think you ever hear that.
No, I don't hear it ever. I don't ever hear about it. Either way, though, Wesley, teammates out in the front row. Jordan Sailors. He'll start in 3rd. Daniel Dow. Kobe's picked to win up there. Snyder Barker. Larkin Boyles, the Chevys and Toyota show have been at the front. I think they've led every lap tonight. I don't think there's been a car. Well, I think Tyler Rouse might have led one or two. But the Chevys and Toyotas, they're going to settle it. And everyone else wants to dethrone them. Can Ramsdell and Hayes hold off the pack behind? Or will something change?
Dude, they got fuel to last.
Yeah, can they make it back around? One attempt in the first attempt at the green-white checkered. We are green at Talladega. Good launches from both lanes. No one stumbles on the fuel. No lifting now, Wesley. It's all go. Hammer to the floor.
All go. I mean, the 03 and 69, they could have played a little bit of teammate game where Ramsdell led off to allow Westwood down, but I don't think either of them's going to give an inch. Typically, it's within the last lap. There's no such thing as a teammate.
We're wrecking.
Oh, and there they go.
Back on the back straightaway. Down track on fourth. And we are seeing the massive one at Daytona. Or not Daytona, excuse me, Talladega. They're still wrecking. And Connor Fuge will be back in the lap. Wow, that is a big wreck if I've ever seen one. Yeah, I think that was all Daniels out, forcing a hole that really wasn't there, but kind of opened up for him, and then Jared Hayes just closed the door. I don't think really realized he was there, and chaos ensues. Wow, that's a big wreck. Snyder took a hard hit. Nagy takes a hard hit there on the front bumper. Oh, man, that pink truck. Hard right there on the inside wall. I think that's the pond. I'm sure the blimp view of this is like a few years ago at Dago with that big crash in the Cup. Yeah, I mean, that was there.
That was there.
Yeah, that was there. Wow. Look at the chaos. Really, no one makes it through this. Aside from maybe Jacob Barker's leading this race, by the way.
Barker and Sailors both made it clear through.
Now, those two are loving it. Ramsdell did get involved in the wreck, but maybe minimal damage, but he'll probably pit anyways with a tight fuel window anyways. You haven't heard Blair Holloman's name at all tonight? I don't think we've said his name yet. He's running 6th.
And now here we see the Fords and Toyotas. Or not Fords and Toyotas, the Fords and Rams.
Yeah, all those, half the Chevys and Toyotas just died, so. Connor Fuge in the Ram, he'll get back on the lead lap with the wave around. So we'll have 23 trucks on the lead lap unless some guys are too damaged to continue, which I think some might. I think Heath Snyder might be in that pool. Daniel Dow might have a lot of damage. We'll have to see how it all shakes out. And I think a lot of cars here are going to pit, though. Jacob Barker's leading, but if he doesn't have enough fuel, you got to come.
You had a couple laps there on Sailors and Ramsdell, which there's Sailors, there's Ramsdell, so they don't think they'll make it.
Oh, Sailors.
Oh, Sailors fakes it.
Or he just is hoping, I don't know, hoping and praying.
Hoping for another?
Yeah. And this shuffles up the entire order. Look at Tyler Rouse back in the top 6. Jeremy Noel, a lap down, fought to get the free pass. P5. That's insane. Christopher Fuge, Peters. Guys who had issues and gals who had issues on pit road. Connor Fuge waiting for that wave around. Should be getting it.
It's not the 19.
Oh, it's not the 19?
Was Connor involved in the wreck? That's the 17 of Art and Nico Terra.
Wow. That's odd. It looked like he had it checked up, so I'm not sure. Probably just got like a 0x. That's a shame for Connor. And 22 got back on the lead lap. And he didn't even get the free pass. We'll see, maybe, we'll still have to see. I mean, Connor still might finish good because half the field just died. So, definitely not out of it. Really wishes, though, he was probably on the lead lap. And if you're Connor, what you can really do is you just back off and let everyone go. And unless there's a one-lap car down, and that changes things. But you just hope for the wreck and definitely not get an X.
Hope for the wreck and definitely stay out of it.
It's hard to do, though, at the back, though. You can't see it. That was a parking lot on the back straightaway.
It was a parking lot and a smoke show.
A little bit. I would say a tad bit. Art Nicotero won't mind another lap back, hoping for some wrecks here and some more attrition. We'll get the one to go probably this time. Do we make it back this time? The second attempt at the green-white checkered. One more rack? Maybe. Well, that would be our last attempt, right, Wesley? Because we only get 3 attempts. If we rack them up again. Man, this grid is all... Look at the Rams. Look at all the Rams. They've engulfed.
There they are.
Top 10 and top 5. The 3 Chevys, or actually 2 Chevys we've seen up here a lot. I know Walters we haven't seen much tonight, but he's made his way through another chaotic end of the race. He's up in 4th in position. The only Ford we've really seen being competitive tonight. In 6th, Tyler Rouse. A lot of cars trying to stay on the lead lap.
And look at that. Very few trucks left on the track.
Yeah, a bunch of them are going to catch up, but I mean, they probably have a lot of damage if they're catching up still. And Jeremy Noel in that 7, man, what is he getting spun out, hits the inside wall, and then goes a lap down, gets the free pass. I mean, just a great job from that driver right there to fight hard and not go out of it. And we got a good run in the season opener. I think he finished in the podium. He's been really good at the plate track, so watch out for him to be a spoiler here, and all these Rams to be spoilers.
I mean, most of these Rams as well, I'm going to say it, there are a lot of teammates put together. So if they get lined up together, teammates nose to tail, Ram versus Ram, who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, but can Jacob Barker make it on fuel? And Jordan Sailors especially, that's the 88 car. He keeps shutting it off. You see, that's why he's dropping back. I'm really intrigued to see if this 88 car can make it.
Yeah, Sailors is going to be the first one that I'm going to think might be really tight. Barker and everybody that pit around lap 38, I think they'd be good to go even for another.
Oh. He's on the apron here. He's really tight, or maybe he's pulling off. I'm not confident. I'm not confident in the 88. Is he out?
He might be out.
He might be out. I don't know. I think he's speeding back up. I don't know. He needs a... Oh, we're back to green. We have another pace lap. We've added a pace lap. Is the... What's going on?
And this is going to check up the whole...
And that's bad for Barker in the 88. That's bad. Another pace lap. Not good. I don't know why we are under a delayed yellow. Snyder's day is done. He is multiple laps down. He's behind Connor Fuge. That's a shame for the 29. Had a lot of momentum. Entering this. Look at all those Toyotas now buried outside the top 15. After having such great runs. I mean, they're still not out of it. We saw how one straightaway changed the entire complexion of this race. That's just how it is here at Talladega. The chaos starts and just doesn't end.
Well, now we see... I mean, we're seeing the whole field now. So
yeah,
this is going to get... Everyone has a chance.
I think the most unlikely manufacturer you had circled on the bingo card 20 laps ago, maybe 10 laps ago, before we had the overtimes, was Ford winning this race. Well, I mean, it's still unlikely, but man, Tyler Rouse could still play upset. I mean, the Fords, they're really low in numbers tonight. That's also a reason we haven't seen much of them. There's only a few Fords on the racetrack, but there's still a decent amount, so it's kind of shocking. They've been kind of playing the patience game tonight. Same with the Rams, but the Rams have a few more numbers. We're working our way through turns 3 and 4. Get this show back on the road, Wesley. Barker has had a lot of bad luck this year. So has Jordan Sailors. A lot of bad luck for both those cars in the front row. They'd love a race win, getting late into the season. They'd love a win to kind of boost their momentum to finish the year off strong. Not that the speed's not been there for either driver. The execution is not, and the luck. But now they're in position to get a checkered flag at Talladega. Overtime, attempt number 2, and another green-white checkered. Barker, Sailors, can Sailors make it around for 2 more laps? Can Blair Holloman play spoilers? Or will the Toyotas and Chevys continue to somehow make it through? Green flag back in the air, and green-white checker number 2 is underway.
Great fire off by the inside line. Barker and Holloman, they're easily clear. Sailors is going to duck down below them, or duck down behind them. Leaves the 7 of Clapper Newell all alone. No, that's not the 7.
It's Noah Walters.
My bad. That's Noah Walters in the 50 all alone up high.
Very similar schemes. That single file down the back straightaway, there's chaos further back. They're like 3 wide, bouncing off each other at the back of the field. Everyone trying to get in possession. Walters finds a hole. Peter says, nope, I'm not pushing you. She goes to the top side. They're 3 wide
Goes to
back
the middle.
behind them. They're all going at it back here, but that's not going to bother the front half of the field. Does Lark push Peters? I think he will. I think we're going to see the white flag, Wesley.
I think so, through the tri-oval.
4 wide through the tri-oval. White flag, and Barker leads it.
Well,
Chaos
now it doesn't
further
matter
back.
what flag is next. Race is over. Barker, he's got to look through his rear mirrors for Holloman and Sailors to make a move.
Holloman will probably wait till we get to the start-finish line to make that move. He'll push him till then. But does someone else further back make the move before and put him out of position? Everyone to the top, someone around. That's Dakota Ramsell. Rouse to the outside. His momentum is stalled. He's going to get a big run, though, off of 4 maybe. Set up this pass. Jacob Barker has Holloman backing up to the 88. Can the 88 build a run? The 5 trying to win it. Sailors, big push. Sailors has the run now. So does Noel. Noel to the outside, looking for the win. Or Sailors gets turned. There goes Noel around. And Blair Holloman wins at Talladega. Wow, Wesley. The experience, being patient, and it pays off for Blair Holloman.
And we didn't see much of them all race either until this final green-white checkered. After that huge wreck, he managed to get it through pretty cleanly. And it pays off that, like you said, patience, that was a big part of it.
That's what it was. I mean, just a great executed night. If it went green, probably not saying a great executed night, right? But it went in his favor. He does a great job being patient. That whole last lap had a run, and he takes it at the perfect time. Lilith Peter comes to congratulate the 32. Tyler Rouse, actually, who was second on the timing line, but he's actually been DQ'd, or the scoring file line's messed up. I think cross lines. Oh, he got a black flag. I think that'll most likely be cleared.
We're going to see what happens. Race control is having a bit of issues, especially with that most recent caution.
Either way, Blair Holloman catching the checkered flag tonight, Wesley. Great run.
I'm completely agree with you there. Great run from the 32 Holloman. He was set up right behind Barker, had the teammate of Sailors behind him as well. So if he was to make a move, I think that 88 was going to go with him the whole way.
Got it out, teammates, and Sailors tried to get there, but Noel just didn't give a good push and turned him. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back to the finishing order and interviews of the top 3.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hello and welcome back, everyone, at Talladega Superspeedway. After a chaotic finish to a very clean race, honestly, at Talladega. Only seeing 3 caution flags, but here's our unofficial results. Obviously unofficial, this could change, but Blair Holloman is first. Andrew Nagy, Jacob Barker rounds out the top 3. Walters and Peters with good runs in the top 5. Christopher Fuge, great run and a rebound. First 6, Lark, the pole sitter, 7th. Good night for him. Robert Lewis in 8th. Gardner and Kyle Westwood rounding out the top 10. Just outside the top 10. In 11th, Michael Madden. Dayfew Jr. in 12th. Good rebound for the 22. Jared Hayes in 13th. Noel in 14th. Dow in 15th. DuPont in 16th. Justin Boyles in 17th. Ramsdale in 18th. Rouse and Connor Fuge in the top 20.
First, we're going to go look at Jordan Sailors in the 88. 22nd, the hometown boy, Tyler Chaney. 23rd, we have Art Nico Terra in the 17. 24th, Heath Snyder. He was up front for so long, got involved in that wreck that brought out the first green-white, not the first, but the second green-white checkered. 25th, we have James Staples in the 24. 26th, JP Jones. Brian Alphin is going to round out 27th, and Cody Hemingway's listed as 28th, but did not make a start.
It's a shame not to see Cody out there. He would have been a factor, but those are the 28 finishers for tonight's race. Let's go ahead, Wesley, and get our top 3 in here. Let's go on and get 3rd place in here. Which I believe is Jacob Barker in the 5. Jacob, my man, you got a copy? Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you, Gage.
Jake. Oh, there he is.
There he is. Yeah. Well, Jacob, my man, you had a really good run tonight. You were in the top 10 basically all night tonight, and that Chevy looked really fast. You had the lead there. What more could you have done in that final restart to maybe capture a win?
Honestly, nothing without wrecking myself. I mean, it's Talladega. You don't know how it's going to go down, unfortunately. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's Daytona, Atlanta, or Talladega. You just don't know how it can go down. Felt pretty good out front, but I'm ecstatic with a P3, a podium, first podium of the season, but I'm very, very I'm disappointed with myself that I couldn't find something more to do. But take these in stride. This one is it's for my great grandmother, because I've been thinking about her a lot recently, because she passed a couple of years ago. I've just been thinking about her a lot recently. So she wouldn't understand what I do, but I don't know why she's been on my mind a lot recently. So this means a lot to myself and the team with BRR. It's a good points day for myself and Nagy, but I am proud of it. I just wish we could have gotten the win. Been a rough season overall, but hopefully this is a good gonna have some good luck coming our way to close out the season.
Well, I think that good luck's going to be coming, Jacob. The pace is always there every week, and it's glad to see you could bring it home on the podium for your great grandmother. Obviously very touching, and very sorry to hear that. But I mean, you were fast all night tonight, and I get the high of finishing third's awesome, but man, the win was so close, and I hope to see you up here coming the next week. And Wesley, you got further to add here for Jacob, and an emotional and a great run tonight.
Not much. I mean, Jacob, I consider you a close friend, and I know you've had some down luck, but this P3 finish is going to be great for you. Nothing much. I agree with you. You probably could have done. You had teammates of Holloman and Nagy, but teammates of Holloman and Sailors behind you, and just had to hold them off. But throughout the rest of the race, you were sitting pretty good. Like we said, top 10 almost all the way around, and an interesting pit cycle little jumble up where you had that front pack of 11 or so trucks with a pack closing in behind you.
Yeah, somehow with the leaders, I was about 7th or 8th when we pitted, and I made sure to get a full fuel in case we got a couple green white checkers, which is exactly what happened. And I had Braden behind me, or he was in front of me, whichever, either or, he was with me. And that's when the pack was separated into 2 big groups, and we were in the first big group with about 8 or 10 trucks, and we all pitted at the same time, and somehow Braden and I got separated throughout the pit sequence, and it just worked out better for me during the pit sequence. I don't know if I had a better launch off a pit road, or just had a better entry into my pit box. I'm not sure, but yeah, like you guys said, it was a good night, running in the top 10 pretty much all nights. I felt really comfortable with having Colton and Braden behind me. I tried it a couple times to get up there leading the outside, but just couldn't get it done. I don't know if it was a setup or just having someone else other than my teammates pushing me. But you know, like you said, having a good run like P3 is it's awesome, but we're very disappointed that we couldn't get BRR's first win in SSRL. And like you said, Blair had to do what he had to do, and I'm not mad at him at all. He helped me through the restart. I genuinely thought that we were going to be committed to each other, but I guess I kind of fooled myself. So congrats to him. He's a really nice guy. He's an awesome guy, and I'm not mad at him at all, because he has to do what he has to do to fight for this championship, and he should be proud of himself for that.
Well, I mean, we've got some important questions to ask you, but I got one more. So, was it Astro or Link bothering you all race this time?
Both. It was actually Comets, because he wanted in the bathroom door, because the office has the bathroom with it. It's our spare bedroom, and he likes to go in there, and he claws at the door, and he cries for me to open the door for him. And what he likes to do is go underneath our sink, is that's where we have our towels for the spare bedroom is, and he likes to take naps under there. So it was Comet this time, but for the most part, the boys kept it quiet throughout the race for me, which I always appreciate, because that never happens.
Yeah, it's good to hear that. For the most part, it was quiet. But before we let you go tonight, Jacob, any shout outs you want to give sponsors, friends, family?
Yeah, always a huge thank you to SMR and BRR for the opportunities. Moza, Turtle Beach Headsets, W Energy Formula, always appreciates the backing from them. And like I said, hopefully we get some good luck going our way to end the season. Like I said, it was a really, really challenging start to the season. We were 30th in points, maybe not even 5 weeks ago or so, when we're 23rd. I don't know where I'm at right now, but I knew this race we were 24th or 23rd or so. But you know, hopefully we can get I'm hoping we can get up to the top 15 in points, because we're all kind of bunched up together from 15th to about 25th or so. But it just depends on how the cards play out through the rest of the season.
Well, good to hear from you, man. Always good to talk with you as well. And we're going to let you go here. Have a great rest of your night. Go celebrate a little bit.
Yeah, appreciate you, boys. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Jacob Barker Wesley. Emotional and very elated, I think, for that P3 finish. But let's go ahead and get his teammate, Andrew Nagy, up here. Andrew, my man, you got a copy?
Hello.
Hello. Well, talk me through your race tonight. I mean, you were pretty quiet for most half of the race, but then at the end of there, you kind of came up and were in the top 10 and you come home P2 tonight. Talk me through that final few restarts and really your whole race.
Well, majority of the race was pretty clear sailing, no real issues, just keeping the nose clean as much as I could. That first set, and probably the only set of green flag stops that we had, I thought I had taken enough fuel to the end, and I actually counted myself short by about 2.5 laps, so I was trying to save. I got into the 21 by accident. Apologies to him for the wreck on that. He saved it, but I hate getting into people. I absolutely hate it because I don't race like that. But decided to go down, fix the damage off that big one on the first GWC attempt. I had about a couple minutes of damage on the front end, nothing detrimental to the race car's drive, and restarted 12th and just kind of picked my way through the field.
Well, you did a really good job at that. I mean, I saw you get involved in that wreck in the backstretch. So I was like, that's some pretty heavy damage to the 99, and then come home in P2. So it was a really good job at making your way through that field and keeping that truck clean on the chaos coming to the line there in the tri-oval. And we saw a lot of guys wrecking there, but I mean, yeah, you just had a pretty clean night. Obviously, you got into some guys, but that's just kind of the nature of plate racing and being so close together, you know. But all in all, pretty good points night for yourself and Jacob in the 5 car. And Wesley, if you got further more to add here for Andrew.
I've honestly got nothing more. I mean, like you said, it was a great run. And got involved in that wreck on the first green white checker and then fixed a good amount of it. But besides that, it was close on fuel. I mean, you were looking at, saw a couple of guys that first green white checker that had dumped down. Sailors looked like he was going to be in immense trouble as well. So
yeah,
how
I mean,
good were you on fuel there at the end?
At the end, I told my crew chief we're taking a can and a half at least because I wasn't taking a chance with any extra laps. I did not want to be short. If there was one GWC, fine. If there was 2 or 3, I didn't want to be short. So we talked to the crew chief and we agreed that we were going to fill it up about 5 laps more than what the total race length would be if there was that third GWC to go off of. So I definitely had enough fuel to work with. It was just that one green flag pit stop we miscalculated so bad and put us almost 3 laps behind. I tried to save riding behind people, but then getting up into the 21, I ended up losing draft and just riding around and prayed there was a caution. Thank God there was, and just topped her off and set sail at that point.
Well, it seemed like you were at least pretty well known that something might happen and decided to put yourself on the smart decision of it and ended up pretty well just because of it, just wanting to make sure you were good in case something crazy happened.
Yeah, I really was not expecting to drive from 12th to 2nd, 10 spots and on a lap roughly, or maybe 2 laps at most. So I'll take what I can get. I know one of my other teammates out there, Robert Lewis in the 14 truck, had some front end damage, and I was on the radio with him, and I was like, "Hey, can you move up a little bit, give the outside lane that little bit of draft help we need?" And he ended up checking up the outside lane, but there was a hole for me to dive low, and that worked out to where I could just send it all the way up and around, and somehow pulled off a 2nd place. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Well, pulled off a 2nd place you did. I also had a bet on you to win the race. Our commentators picks up here. Typically, whoever I give it to gets a little bit of a curse, but you seem to fight it tonight.
Hey, you can pick me the rest of the time, buddy. I might actually do a little bit better now. Who knows?
Well, before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to, sponsors, friends, family, people watching?
Oh, yeah, I got a couple people watching. My soon-to-be wife, Jess, is watching. My stepson, Zane, I believe, is still watching. He should be going to bed here shortly. My team, Blue Ridge Racing, for bringing me in about halfway through the season. My other team just kind of fell apart due to scheduling conflicts with other series and stuff. Firehouse Subs, All-Star Auto Parts, my IRL workplace, Dual Automotive, is a huge sponsor for me. PFD Designs for my trucks have been amazing. If you guys need a new Steam, go check them out. I swear to God, you see how it looks on track. It pops every time. Connor, the team owner, Robert Lewis, Jacob Barker for letting me join and having fun. My buddies Glenn and John, who have brought me into league racing and kind of got me familiar and put me in this spot. My dad, who may or may not be watching, and Ford for giving me a fast truck as always. I think that's it. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry.
I mean, you got a good list there to name. But again, congratulations on the second place, and have a good rest of your night from here on. Maybe go celebrate a little bit, because that's a good finish to earn.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. That's Andrew Nacky, P2. Let's go ahead and get Blair Hoffman up in the booth. Wesley. Blair, you got a copy? Are you there, Blair?
Howdy.
Well, Blair, tonight, I think you only led one lap, but it was the lap that counted most, and you led the final lap, and you just kind of seemed like you were in points racing tonight, and you did a great job at that. You hung around, you avoided the massive wreck on the green-white checker, and you kind of made just the perfectly timed move on the front stretch. Just talk me through your race, man. I mean, just perfectly executed.
Yeah, when we go to Talladega, my strategy is always try to get the most amount of points, because I'm usually not good enough to be up front there at the end on its own. Like tonight, for instance, if we didn't have those wrecks that brought the field back together, I had lost the pack under the final pit stop, which through nobody's fault of anyone else's, just me doing what I do best. But yeah, it was just try to get the most amount of points. You really want to just keep your nose clean at this type of track. You know you're going to get a couple restarts late, and it's just try to figure out where the truck can go so you can kind of see if something happens. I always try to be on the inside the best I can, so when the big wreck inevitably does happen, I have somewhere to go. That one wreck happened, I was on the inside, it worked out great, but that last wreck that led up to our final green-white checkered, I was actually on the outside, and I had to dodge like 6 different trucks. Like it was wild, because we had 2 wrecks happen at once, and I'm like, all right, brake, dodge one, dodge another. I'm just dodging everything I could find, but we got to that last restart there, and I told James, I said, I'll be with you here. Like, I'll give you a push, because the only way the inside line is going to win a race here on a restart, you just got to stay committed for as far as you can. And when we got to that white flag lap there, and saw the outside line just wasn't there, and I was like, all right, well, I can worry about him. I don't have to worry about the outside. And we come off of 4, and I saw my teammate with me, and I was like, well, if I go up there, he's going with me. So as soon as I went up there, he went up there with me, and I heard the truck run out of gas, and I saw Jordan going for a ride, and I was like, nah. But we were able to get the win there, so I was excited.
Well, I did not know Jordan ran out of gas. That sucks for Jordan, because he was gonna have a good run. I think he had maybe a run to challenge you there at the end, but you all in all capitalized perfectly on the points racing tonight, Blair. And Wesley, you got further more to add for Blair with a solid points night, I'd say.
A solid points night indeed, and sitting in the back and sitting down on the bottom, probably the best way, I think, to ever plan out your strategy to avoid big wrecks, and you did it pretty good. I love that you said did a lot of dodging left and right, dodging one truck, dodging 2 trucks, because you are in what used to be a Dodge Ram now, so maybe you went hand in hand together.
It definitely went hand in hand, I'll tell you that. I didn't have to ram anybody, but if I had to, I probably would have if that wreck went a little bit different. But I'll put it in the driver's thing so you can see it later, Wesley. There's quite a few trucks that got dodged there.
I always love watching clips at the end of the race as well as the photos, so I appreciate that a lot.
Anytime. That's always fun to try to record some of the mayhem during the race.
Well, there really wasn't too much. Oh, I'm sorry, Wesley.
No, go ahead.
I was about to say, there really wasn't too much mayhem until, like you said, like the last few wrecks are going to happen late and there's going to be some restarts. Then we saw a parking lot on the back stretch that your Dodge Ram did dodge. But Blair, I mean, just a good night tonight for yourself. And who do you like to thank for another win on the season?
I want to give a couple quick shout outs. First, I want to thank man upstairs. Thank God. It's a good day. I woke up today. Thankfully, we had a good evening here. On the truck, we're running a throwback paint scheme. I'm going to finish out the season with it. From 2005, this is when Steve Park got his only Truck Series win. That paint scheme ran at Fontana Speedway, and it won under the lights there. But on the truck, we got a couple sponsors. I know they're kind of hidden because it didn't want to interfere with the design. But the main one on the truck is E-Racing Designs. My buddy Rob Evans, the kid works out of Washington State. He does a lot of designs, whether it's late models or actual Craftsman Truck Series rides. He does do some designing, and he wanted to knock one out the park for me. Holloman Napa Auto Parts on the side. It's my cousin Tad's family business. Always glad to support the family. On the rear quarter panel, ACR is Autocore Recycling. That's my buddy Brian Lefevre's family business. On the truck, I know it's kind of small, but always got to rep Zuyos Racing. My older brother created a circus for us to have fun with, and I always enjoy being able to rep the brand. My dad's watching. I hope he was entertained, because it definitely was a good race, all in all. I mean, the draft model here is a little different than what you would expect, but it kind of matched what we saw in real life there in October, so it looked good. And I know my girl Sophie's watching. Hopefully she was even entertained, because she likes watching the broadcast for what it is. Honestly, looks like an actual Truck Series race. You guys really knock it out the park. I want to say thank you to you guys, and of course all the Fuges that work together to make the league happen. But hopefully we can carry this momentum. There's only a few more races this season. About 8, maybe 9. So hopefully this we can keep the consistency going and make a decent stand at trying to get this championship. It'd be something if I could capitalize. It would be something.
Well, Blair, not too many weeks left to try and grab that title, but I think you're in a pretty good spot, my man. But it would definitely be something to see you pick it up. But I hope to see you up here in the coming weeks, in the coming races, my man. I hope you have a great rest of your evening and a great rest of your week. Don't party too hard, and I hope to see you up here, my man. Peace out.
Thank you, guys. Hope you all have a good evening.
Thank you. That's Blair Holloman, who, toots our horn a little bit up here and behind the scenes with Kobe, like, of an actual Trucks broadcast. That's kind of good, but then I remember how bad Fox is, so.
Yeah, it's a low bar.
But that's very sweet to say, nonetheless. But we appreciate that. I think we do a very good job. Kobe does an amazing job behind the scenes, and he's right. I mean, all you Fuges do an amazing job running the league. Last week was a little chaotic, but this week was, I think, great. This was a really good showing from the league and a really great race all around, Wesley. And I'm gonna catch us out next time out. I'm not. Where are we at next time, Wesley? I actually don't quite know.
I mean, it's about to show here just later on in a moment.
True.
But looking at the schedule, it seems like we're going to be down at Rockingham next week.
Oh,
so a nice little. I'm not sure about which one it is, but it's going to be a fun little track, bumpy all the way, a off-put start-finish line as well there, and a whole lot of entertainment.
At Rockingham, we've been to Rockingham once this year. Remember, Lilith Peters picked up her victory in her debut there, so watch out for that 01 truck and a lot of her teammates that were fast there last time there. And even if it's the new or the old, it's really just a great racetrack at Rock, and great to see that track in real life, having the revitalization that they're having in the real life truck races and not cup race. O'Reilly and Arca are going to be there, which is awesome to see. But Wesley, I think we had a fun night of racing, and I think that's next week is Rockingham. So hope to catch everyone out next time out. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. It helps Kobe out. He does a great job, and you know, he keeps us all wrangled together up here. Me and Wesley go crazy. So go support him and all he does. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening, guys. Peace out.